Hello everyone, and welcome to my bold and beautiful official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Will broken engagements force exes back together? Is Thomas and Hope's reunion in the works? Spoilers for the bold and the beautiful suggest that Thomas Forrester and Hope Logan may be getting back together. Will these ex-partners get back together because of some broken engagements? With the confirmed return of Matthew Atkinson as Thomas Forrester, it's time to consider the character's future. We particularly want to think about Thomas's romantic future, because love themes frequently take center stage on the CBS soap opera. When viewers last saw Thomas, he was engaged to Paris Buckingham, but there is no assurance that the marriage will take place. Paris and Thomas may split up before they can exchange vows since they never felt like a lifelong relationship. If that occurs, Thomas might reflect and come to the conclusion that Hope is still the woman he secretly desires. Thomas's infatuation with Hope may possibly become a problem, depending on the plots B&B develops. In any case, if Hope's relationship with Carter Walton ends, she can end up in the same predicament as the failed engagement. Daphne Rose has the ability to entice Carter away from Hope now that she is back in Los Angeles. In the event that Carter ultimately decides to choose Daphne above Hope, he might either pump the brakes or betray his current fiancée and force Hope to call off the wedding. In any case, if both Hope and Thomas lost their soon-to-be husbands, they would have something in common. Though he may eventually come to the realization that they would never be together, Thomas believed he would live out the rest of his days with Paris. Hope might come to the same conclusion regarding Carter and begin to question whether she should have accepted Thomas's proposal from the beginning. Do you believe that a romantic reunion between Thomas and Hope is possible? After their engagements are over, will Hope and Thomas try their hand at dating again? According to spoilers for the bold and the beautiful, Thomas will return by early September. We'll keep you informed as more details about his next intriguing plotline become available. Grace and Lee are being targeted by Bill. According to teasers for the bold and the beautiful, Bill Spencer is unaware that he will have a second, more severe shock. The immortal Luna Nozawa killed his son, even if Grace Buckingham never meant to. Hope Logan was present when Liam Spencer had his dramatic talk with his father. That backup was significant and connected to another emerging narrative. What Bill cared about, however, was that a nurse who had sworn an oath to protect her patient had purposefully injured his son. Grace is at the top of his hit list for this reason. Why hadn't Grace called the police? The simplest explanation is that she wasn't thinking clearly because she was afraid. She thought Bill would forcefully assist her because of the complex fake that Liam had a brain tumor, and he did. Bill was unaware, however, that the $1 million he electronically sent to Grace ended up in the hands of her ex-husband's bookmaker. Indeed, the tale surrounding Reese Buckingham's gambling debt, which started years ago, is still being explored during the day. If Grace had acted honestly or logically, Bill probably would have assisted her. To be written through a plot line where Liam found out about the threat she was facing, she only needed to report it to the police. There would have been no need for her to tell the falsehood if he had told Bill that. Lee Nozawa and Sheila Carter-Sharp are on the same page this time. Sheila is not interested in physically assaulting Lee or dragging her into the ocean during a fast-paced automobile chase. Unlike when Lee lied about John Finnegan's death. Luna is important to the women since she is a member of their family. They are thrilled that their shared presence brought to this awakening, which had overtly soapy overtones, and they both hold Poppy Nozawa responsible for Luna's detour. Liam's apparent impending death affected Bill. It pushed the dollar bill personal underground and wounded his heart. However, Liam and Hope were certain that once Bill discovered Grace's corruption, he would lose it. Since they don't know Luna exists, their disclosure of Grace to Bill is a prelude. Sheila is going to help Lee keep a huge secret safe. They are aware that many people on Luna's adversary list refrain from breaking the law, and that she will be imprisoned if her existence is made public. Liam was given medication by Grace that caused symptoms of a brain tumor. However, Luna killed Liam by shooting him. When Bill eventually learns that she is still alive, he will have no sympathy for her or those who protected her from dying. What does Liam want from his second chance at life, Steffi or Hope? According to spoilers on the bold and the beautiful, Liam Spencer recently received a second chance at life. Imagine stepping in front of a bullet and thinking you only have a few days to live. only to find out later that your cancer has been healed and you will live. Liam, on the other hand, is going to find out that he never had cancer. In any case, the Spencer heir is healthy and needs a fortunate woman to share his second chance at life with. Who will Liam end up with now that he is not dying? Annika Noel's character Steffi Forrester, Hope Logan? Or someone else entirely? Below are spoilers for what will happen next on Bold and Beautiful. Liam Spencer will be incensed when Dr. Grace Buckingham reveals the truth about the Bold and the Beautiful. Bill Spencer will undoubtedly request a reimbursement. The latest twists in Liam's cancer story will leave everyone baffled. However, Liam and his loved ones will have reason to rejoice once everything is said and done. On Bold and Beautiful, Liam's family was getting ready to say goodbye to him just a few weeks ago. The son of Dollar Bill has come to terms with his fate. Dr. Buckingham informed Liam that he had no future, thus he was not thinking about having a future with anyone. What person does Liam Spencer want to be with now that he is not dying? Liam Spencer has been attempting to reunite with Hope Logan and Steffi Forrester after his divorce. He was shut down by both of his ex-partners, but a lot has changed since then. When Liam believed he was dying, there were undoubtedly sparks flowing between him and Steffi, but she left town to gather herself following the incident. According to rumors, Liam might move out of Los Angeles and pursue Steffi. She is clearly still in love with him, even if her marriage is currently under a lot of strain. However, Hope Logan remains by his side and continues to encourage him. Yes, she and Carter Walton are engaged. Can Carter, however, truly match Lope's years of experience? Who do you believe Liam Spencer will choose? Are you hoping it's Lope Bond, Luna's discovery, Ivy's assurance, or Steffi? Ivy Forrester reassures Elektra Forrester on today's episode of The Bold and the Beautiful, which has finally released its recap. The shooting is explained to Luna Nozawa. Additionally, Liam Spencer and Hope Logan become close. Lee Finnegan and Sheila Carter-Sharp are ecstatic about Luna's awakening. Her artificial eyelashes are still completely intact, and I can't help but notice that. Luna is informed by Sheila that Lee is not giving up on her. She will have the opportunity to live a lovely, independent life. Sheila recalls the day that Lee saved John Finnegan years ago. Her health is becoming better. Lee instructs Sheila to give Luna an explanation. Do you remember what happened at the beach house? The grandmother asks. Luna offers her the Cliff Notes version when she shakes her head no. Luna asks what occurred and wiggles uneasily in her bed when the pistol is brought up. Sheila responds that Steffi Forrester Finnegan is fine when Luna inquires about her. She shot Liam and her grandmother. Luna finds out. Lee cautions that the patient is becoming too agitated. Lee rolls her eyes as Sheila shows her the amputated toe. Luna smiles as Sheila mentions that she can't wear flip-flops. Luna will never have to face life alone again. Sheila assures her. Lee says Luna should get some sleep. Lee informs Sheila that the patient is taking morphine and antibiotics as Luna shuts her eyes. Luna opens her eyes and hears Lee and Shirlea discussing weaning her off of the morphine. As she considers Sheila's assurance, the patient grins. She then has will-related fantasies. Elektra and Ivy discuss Luna's reign of terror at Forrester Creations. The topic of Liam comes up. Ivy is enamored with her ex, but she feels that the cosmos has altered his destiny. Ivy talks about how some people are created specifically for you. The conversation shifts to Will Spencer. Will is the only one she wants to be with. Elektra is aware that he doesn't consider anybody else, but there is a small problem. When it comes to the bedroom, Elektra claims that Will is ahead of her. Elektra discusses her trauma from the deepfakes. She's still struggling to move past that. Ivy tells her that wanting to defend oneself is normal. She is not naive, but Will has been patient and kind. Will and Katie Logan discuss Grace Buckingham's decision to give Liam another chance at life. But Katie seems suspicious. They discuss how Elektra helped Will get through Liam's experience. Despite their great compatibility, there is one issue. Katie is aware of it. Katie is aware that Will intends to honor her limits. But Elektra is what he truly wants. Liam, Hope, and Bill Spencer rant about Grace. Bill doesn't care about the money. The crime is the dread and the goody he gives his children. Liam says Grace wanted to protect her children. Hope and Bill say it's not an excuse. When Grace is finished, the patriarch contacts the police. Hope and Liam inform him that Grace has already paid because Finn escorted her to the police station. Bill and Liam gaze at each other. The police verify that Grace has surrendered. He tells Lope the news once he hangs up. Finn is credited by Liam with making the connection. Bill didn't suspect the scam since he was preoccupied with Liam. Bill wants to ensure that Grace won't ever be able to harm anyone again. Regardless of Grace's actions, Hope asserts that they are stronger than ever. Liam feels grateful to be alive, but he shares Bill's anger. Bill mentions Reese Buckingham and Catalina laughing in their faces. Liam is feeling thankful at the moment. Bill nods and they give each other a tender hug. As he embraces Bill, Liam glances at Hope and then gives him a wink. Hope and Liam converse after Bill leaves. In the end, they embrace each other.